seemed to be something that really got my group going, on both of them actually. Mainly parking charges. Same response. Right, the big issue that we found was that in the town centre, since last year, they've introduced the parking charges. And the problem is that now that car park, which was getting more economy into the town itself, has now just disappeared. The car parks are empty, and now nobody's going in the shops, and it could cause a collapse in the main economy of Westbury. And basically, what we really need to do for that is come up with an action plan. So we need to get, well, it says lobby, I believe. So it says at the beginning, lobby, and we need to work out what action we need to do. We also need to get evidence for why we need to do it. But I think we'll all agree we just need a good excuse not to pay for our parking. And as somebody said on our table, out of the people they asked, 70% of those who they asked were willing to pay the charges to get us free parking that we used to pay, even though they didn't have a car, which just says a lot about the people of Westbury, that we don't really like paying for parking, so why on earth are we now? Right, the second issue we thought was the biggest one was the transport, the buses and use of minibuses in and around Westbury. Now, as part of somebody who tried to get a bus pilot for Westbury surrounding areas, I know that it is very difficult to get other people on board, but we have got people like Westbury Junior School who are more than welcome to let us use their minibuses as part of the transport link. And they've also got the Westbury Link group who are trying to get the volunteer work working brilliantly, which they already are succeeding in. And another thing is that they are cutting down the buses by 30%, if I remember rightly, which is never going to be a good thing. And it's the excuse of why we're now paying for parking is because we need to support our buses more because of this cut. However, there are obviously other ways of doing this. And we could coordinate with the Community First group, which will make it so much simpler to get more effective buses. And with the move of the surgery, it means that we can also get a better link between people who need to go to the docks and people who want to come into town. The third point is the traffic congestion on the A350. This is mainly lorries and the fact that they shouldn't really be going along that route. It's not designed for it. We need to educate the drivers to use the M4 instead of going through Westbury and along the road that isn't designed for it, and that's why we've now got more speed bumps in it, which is not good for the road. We're going to have to re-tar it in the end, which will cost even more money. Or even just putting up signs outside your house saying no lorries through here. We're probably not meant to do it, but at the same time, who's going to stop us? It's just a sign in our windows, and it might actually get the messages that lorries are meant to go down the roads. But no, we do need to find a way of local solutions to improve our roads. However, we do need to recognise Westbury is unique and it is brilliant. We're well seated on the A30 and the A35. An amazing position for a train station as well. I mean, we're all well within walking distance of our train station. I'll say hands up here who actually uses the train. My point proven. We all use it. It's a brilliant mechanism of transport, and we are so close to a very, very good one. You can get to Reading, to London, to Bristol, to Wales even. It's absolutely fantastic. I've still got one more. Okay. And we've also got brilliant connections, and we can build houses that can be sold for low prices, meaning more people come in and more people work, and we can keep the money in our economy instead of it going out into anywhere else. And the final thing is we need housing development in order to support the transport issues, meaning that we keep the money in and people come to Westbury to spend their money and help us.